Hey there, welcome to saas.unbound podcast. I'm your host, Nadeina, head of growth at SaaS Group, serial acquirer buying wonderful SaaS businesses to take them to the next level. And here I chat with inspiring founders and experts to get an inside scoop on how they made their business a success. So today with me is Jerome, founder of Zola, HR software platform designed for SMEs to manage employee reviews, training, skills development, and continuous feedback. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Hannah. Thanks for having me.
Sure. I started thinking about it, and to be honest, I feel like majority of French founders that I interviewed here were working on something HR. Is that that's a weird coincidence?
Uh, yes, in France and in Europe, we have a lot of specificities, rule, law as well. So there's a lot of things to do for the HR stuff in Europe and in France, I think.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get there, but first maybe let's start with your background and, how you got to do Zola and, where you're coming from.
So I come from France. I think you can hear it. I come from Strasbourg. This is a little city on the in the east of France. East of France. I am an engineer, and after graduation, I have a bit of international path. I worked in a startup in Australia. That was my first opportunity to work in a startup, and my first really exposure to this world like this. After that, I joined for a small internship IBM, and I was working at that time on the first major AI project. It was IBM Watson. I don't know if someone remember. It was back in 2016. So when AI was not that attractive, or it was only starting to gain traction. Then I joined a French startup called Legal Start. This is a legal tech that help entrepreneurs do legal things, and that was where I really cut my teeth. I don't know if it makes sense in English, but it means that I've spent 4 years in this company, and I grew like every step every year. And over time, I became responsible of two product squad because I was a product manager there. And the first was focused on acquisition, means that organic things, paid search, stuff like this. And the second, converting that traffic into a new customer. So it gave me a full view of the funnel, the user funnel, and how to build a product that truly serves both businesses and users. And finally, in 2020, it was the COVID. And yes, I should mention that I have a longtime friend. We've been known each other since we were kids. And this is Raphael, is today my co-founder. And in 2021, we launched Zola. And even in 2020, we start our third project as well.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, all this experience in startups, you've never really worked for anything HR. Why, where the idea for an HR product came from?
It comes from Raphael because he worked in an HR department. He had a lot of a lot of job in HR, and he owned the HR things of this adventure. And yes, and I'll tell you the story of Zola. I think it's going to be clear like this. So in 2020, it was the COVID. Raphael and I, we had just become managers, and like I think like many other managers at this period, and maybe today as well, one of our challenge was help our team engage in continuous learning, continuous grow, to manage more projects, to grow like every day. And yes, I wanted them to listen podcast for instance, read article, be really proactive in these things. And there were no tool, no way, no good practice. And we were speaking about that with Raphael, and with thanks to his perspective, we have created a system in our respective team to make it happen. And that's the I think, the first stone of Zola. So in 2020, COVID, we launched a side project. It's called Zola Culture, and it still exists today, but I'm not sure it's going to work if you go to the website. But it was a free learning program that anyone could join online. And the concept was very simple. You sign up, you tell us our preference around general culture, learning, things like this. And every day you receive an email from Émile Zola. This is a French author. Maybe you know, I think you know it. You know it, and with his face like this, it was very funny. I think, and it was your fictional coach that tell you, okay, today you have to read this chapter of this book, listen to this podcast, read this article on something. Yes, and the project really took off. We don't know exactly why, but yes, we took off. We had 30K sign up in like 1 month. Raphael got featured on national television, so our parents were really happy about that. And well, I think obviously the context, the COVID context was, and in the second thing, the second thing, I think it took off because it was free. So it's better when it's free. Everyone wants it, but yes, we proved that there is a real need for people for this lifelong learning things. And in 2021, we decided to do this, to create a company, to create a SaaS, because that's my expertise. He knows HR, I know software. So that was a really match like them. So we built Zola on this basis with one vision, helping people grow at work, still proud of their progress, and excited to keep moving forward in their career. So we wanted to help companies, because we think companies have a great role to do like this. Companies with an all-in-one platform that enable this company to create this environment where people can grow, showcase their full career journey. And that's, I think, today the point of Zola. This is the career path of people.
Okay. How did you move on from this free kind of motivational website
Yes,
to a platform for B2B?
because when we start in 2020, we just build a product. Raphael tried to call people to use it, but we never like think about what the economic could be with that. We just wanted sign up. That's the first goal. And after we made the math with an Excel, and we say, okay, how can you get money from that? That's impossible, because never people will never pay, or the conversion rate will be too low to have very good. So that's why we took this idea, and we were thinking, who can buy these things? This is not people. This is not like customer, not a B2C things. This is a B2B, because company can have good impact on their employee, and employee can give them back this because they are better. They are more motivated. They have more skills. So that's why they can pay for it.
Okay, and you started bootstrapped, so I wonder, how long it took you to get profitable, and what were the challenges on the way to profitability?
Yes, bootstrap. This is a big subject, and we are really proud of what we've done. But yes, there is a lot of challenge associated. So in 2021, it was not really a good period to raise funds as well, because of COVID, because of everything. And to be honest, we started by developing the product, exactly the same things, but also to try to reach out some investor or thing like this. And the thing is, at this time, is what that Raphael and I doesn't have really a track record, because we never built a company before. There is a lot of HR tool out there. So a lot of people thought we were just building yet another HR tool. So the bootstrap path wasn't just, I think, a choice. It was also something that naturally impose itself, but it was the best thing. Thank you all the people that told us yet another HR tool, because it was the best thing to do for us at this time, because the mindset we developed thanks to bootstrapping these things is very strong. I can begin maybe by the end of the story.
Yeah,
Today, we are 20 people, almost 20 people. We recently crossed the 1.5 million ARR. We're doubling every year. We are almost profitable. Almost, I say almost, because the business model is that we are charging or billing our client upfront. It means that when they start their subscription, we are billing them at the end of the subscription, and the subscription is 1 year. So it means that we have more money or more treasury than we thought. So today we are profitable. We have a lot of things, but at the beginning in 2021, it was not the case. We had no capital with Raphael, no wealth, or no capital to invest upfront, or voilà. But in France, thankfully, France is a very supportive environment for software entrepreneur, especially for, yes, software that try to innovate, and HR things, yes, but also AI and a lot of things. And we took advantage of this, and we took advantage of numbers of grants and bank loans and stuff like this. It allows us to cover our minimum wage or salaries of Raphael and I, and it allows us to bring on Jeremy, our CTO, because I am a developer, but I'm not that good. He is a real developer, a real CTO. So the first thing is we took advantage of the financial environment of France. The second is I think our way to develop. So when you're bootstrap, you need to do to do more with less money. And the first thing you have to do with a SaaS company is to find your product market fit. That was the point. 2021 product market fit. That was the objective. But we have no money, so we leverage new technology that were gaining traction at this moment. It was the low code or no code platforms. Especially we were using Bubble. And I think that's what makes Zola today. This is the process or the mindset we had at this moment. You can imagine a table with 3 people, Jeremy and I, prototyping every day. Like, we are doing only this prototype, and Raphael, my co-founder, on the phone, try to sell the prototype. That was the only thing we were doing for maybe approximately 1 year to find the product market fit. Sell things that Raphael was selling, things that didn't really exist yet, but we had a prototype that works for a company like 10 to 100 or even 1,000 customer. And yeah, so that was the product development cycle we used to do this. And the other thing, I think, with bootstrapping, zero budget acquisition. It means that no marketing. No marketing. So what we can do with no marketing, we took our phone and call. That's the only thing. We bought a phone number and we called them and tried to make them understand what we are building and engage with what we are building. Try to sign a little contract with low cost for the company, but high value for them, and do like this.
That's interesting. That's becoming a trend. Maybe yesterday, just I had a podcast with a founder who said they just fired all their marketers and are doing their entire marketing with AI. And you guys started without a marketer, which is kind of I think maybe the majority of founders start like that, but still. All right, so now, as far as I know, you decided to raise money, but you became profitable before doing that. And I think you were very bullish on becoming profitable before raising money. And I want to ask you why. And you raised, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, 1 million on a $5 million valuation, which is, I think, is super healthy one, because just, historically looking at everything, at least, LinkedIn and TechCrunch are talking about. Um, was it difficult to get a setup like this in general, and just given, kind of a bit of a more difficult environment with the VCs?
Mhm. Yes, completely. So why do we raise money? So it was after more than 3 years of bootstrapping. So we had no outside investor. It was, I think, a turning point for the company because we considered that we had reached the product market fit. It was like clearly emerging that we were starting to see many opportunities, and I think we would be too slow to take these opportunities. We are working on sales machine, solid retention, clear roadmap, product and sales and marketing and stuff like this. So, and to be true, when we are bootstrap, the capacity to invest is is extremely limited. Just basic maths, no external capital means slower budget. We realized that at this time we wanted to speed things up, and because we begin to really believe in our product market fit and the value we are bringing to the market. And that's why I think we decided to raise money. We were profitable, yes, from start, because with no capital invested, for sure you are profitable because the bank account goes down if you're not. And I think we at this moment, also last year, we had also a clear vision of what we want to do, a clear product vision of what we want to do. It means what I've said before, enhance the full career path of a collaborator with an AI-driven insights, personalized integration across all HR environment, stuff like this, and it costs a lot. It costs so much money with the product. I think it was the right time. We build our mindset, our company culture around bootstrapping, but right now we need to push a little bit. So that's why we raised money. Was it difficult? Yes, for many reasons. Maybe the economical context, yes. But yet, maybe I can tell you something because we
Sure.
didn't raise from VC. We choose to exclusively raise money from business angel. And I think it was a great move for us because with a bootstrap mindset, it's difficult to jump into the VC game where the goal is to raise and spend. Because you raise, but after you need to spend it. So you need to hire a marketing team and stuff like this. Whereas today we are still with AI agent that made our marketing, that make our marketing not that good, but not too bad as well. So these business angels, they are entrepreneur, people on the ground, experts, things like they bring insights that I think was really tailored to the step we were at this moment. Uh, and I think we were probably too early for traditional VC as well. And even in my mindset, sorry, I was 1 year ago, maybe just too young. I wanted to be free. I wanted to
Yeah.
like this stuff like this.
Yeah, one of the things I
Um,
wanted to ask you is, jumping from, 1 million is probably for a startup, it's still a big investment, but just in our bubble, not so much. But still, if you've been bootstrapping, how has it affected the company and the team? And well, now you've got your AI agent for a marketer, and I'm wondering, yeah, how do you make it work? Where did you build it, and what is the role? What are the main things that it's solving for you? Like, where is your agent focused?
for the marketing team, you mean?
Yes.
So today, I think we have one agent of, should I say, this is the word you need to say today agent, but this is not really agent because they are not interconnected. When I think about agent, I think about like multiple robots speaking together to make a LinkedIn post, to make an email, to make things like this. I think what we are doing today is that we have a strategy, post things that are not based on the AI, but after we have a lot of things or AI tool that can make it easier to build them for us. For instance, for the LinkedIn things, I have an agent that knows everything about Zola and that can make it easier for me to post things, create image, thing like this. But there is always a review behind this. So it means that it's not really like a marketing department, because if you're a founder, you have a marketing department. LinkedIn post or email, they goes like without even you noticing, knowing it. Uh, in this case, the robot you need to check every time. So I think honestly, we will hire a marketing department, but we will empower them with the AI as well, like the most we can, for sure. So, concretely, how do we do it? It means that we have the strategy, and for every step of this strategy, we have an agent, a tool, stuff that can make it easy to make it happen.
Okay. Can you share any of the tools that you're using?
Yes, we are using in France Mistral. Because this is the French OpenAI. I think I really believe in it because yes, they are maybe today not exactly at the same level than OpenAI, but it will with the new release. So we are building agent on Mistral that works very good for a lot of things, analyzing, writing. We are also using AI or Mistral inside our product. I know it's not exactly the same. It's not in marketing, but we have a lot of we are a product that is really AI driven because we are collecting a lot of data. Our goal is to showcase the full career journey of an employee. So it means that they have really AI have really important role in this. So yes, we are using Mistral. We are using also some tools that are embedded in our CRM, like HubSpot. They enable us to write article because to write article to improve them for the search engine optimization stuff like this. We are using also embedded tool in Webflow as well that enable us like this. And the last one, but not least, this is Bolt. Bolt. I don't know how to pronounce it in English, but yes, Bolt that can and for us it created. We are creating with Bolt small tool that can be the new white paper. We are building with Bolt tool that bring value, a little bit value. Like for us in France, what to bring value is generate skills matrix. It means that if you have a job like product manager, what is the 20 main skills you should like this? And so this is the lead magnet. I guess
Yeah. Okay.
that's all I think.
That's awesome. All right. It's interesting how you said you use use your AI agent for SEO optimization. And
Yeah.
also, yesterday, I had another podcast where a founder shared that they use their AI agents to optimize for AI. Are you guys doing that? Or AI is not really in your customer acquisition journey just yet?
Yes, it is. So you mean that when I ask ChatGPT what is the best HR tool,
Exactly.
Zola should be one. Yes,
Yeah.
that's a point. That's a very, very. And if I was working at Google, I would be scared because I think the number should be impressive. But ChatGPT is using Google to rank its own result. So right now, if I understand well how it works, but I think it won't be like this for ages, for a long time. So yes, what we do today, not enough, because honestly, I don't really know how it works. Like for Google, this is science right now. Yeah, there have been 20 years of research to understand how the algorithm is working. But today, as ChatGPT, OpenAI, Mistral, stuff like this, there are every month there is a new algorithm. So how can you improve that things? I don't know yet, but I should do it. I should do it definitely.
Okay, I'll send you the episode that we did with the founder I told you about. It's very interesting. Honestly, I'm with you. Like I'm pretty confused at the moment. Like what it cites, what it indexes, if it's Google, if it's Reddit, if it's Wikipedia, whatever it is. It's fun to do some experiments, but I don't think anybody can tell you like this is exactly what you need to do. Like we were able to with SEO. But I also want to ask you about, how you measure success. As far as I know, again, correct me if I'm wrong, you have about 150 clients and over 40,000 users. So, what KPIs do you track? Is it net retention, satisfaction scores, anything like this?
Yes. So honestly, all the KPI, all the SaaS KPI, you can find like typical B2B SaaS because we are a typical on the business model side, we are a typical B2B SaaS. So it means ARR, it means churn or retention, it means acquisition cost as well. The big advantage or maybe unfair advantage we have is that right now we are signing contract on 5 years. It means that when you sign the contract with Zola, you you subscribe for 5 years, and we have and Zola is not only is not even 5 years old. So it means that we double the things in one contract, and for us, the engagement subscription duration is one of the
Retention.
major metrics because for a bootstrap company, this is the most interesting because I know how much I will get on the bank account like every year, and it prevents churn a lot, and that's why we have a very low churn rate for now with Zola.
Okay. How does your sales process works? Because when you said 5 years, like this is impressive. I mean, 1 year sometimes is a commitment, but 5 years is a lot. I mean, it's an HR tool, right? So maybe it's a commitment to companies are willing to make. But then how long does your sales process take? And is it still, you calling the companies, or do you have a bit of a more maybe sophisticated strategy on how to deal with the new customers?
Um, Sorry for the auditor, I don't have a hack. We are calling the company. That's the point. Sending them email, bringing value, webinar, events, stuff like this. This is the old way. Like, and what we see in 2025 is that people, they are fed up with cold calling, fed up with if you download something on the internet like a white paper, after that they can call there. So it's tough to reach them, and that's why maybe they are okay with the 5 year subscription because they don't want to go back in a sales process that is
Nobody
you,
calls you the next 5 years. That's a,
yes, or when they call you, you said I'm
yeah.
with another software for the next 5 years. So the guy, the salesperson, put in the CRM, don't call him back for 5 years. So you're free. You're free to go. But yes, So what's the trick? I don't have one. We are doing like the other company. I think patience is the key. Keeping in touch with clients and be focused on the target you want to have. That's the point. One thing that make good impact or good result for us is when we keep in touch with prospects that don't have the budget right now or stuff like this. But yes, the sales cycles for us, it's between 2 and 4 months. So that's not too bad.
Yeah. No, I think it's pretty great, to be honest. 2 months is a very good deal. All right. And we talked before the podcast, and you said you were very bullish on the approach of building all-in-one software. So
Mm.
really bring the well-rounded experience. So with all the tools that they're adopting. So how were you able? Because, like you said, there are a lot of competitors, even in France. How were you able to reach the feature parity and just to, kind of even offer that suite of tools to be able to compete?
Yes. And I think that's one of the point also that make Zola what Zola is today. Because at the beginning, in 2021, everyone told us you should solve one very specific problem with one very focused tool. And we started with that. That was the prototype I was talking about before, prototyping with one specific problem. And Raphael, that was selling it the phone. And every night he told us, guys, that's great, but they want also this, they want also this, they want also this. And after, it was very clear for us that the problem was for the French company, I don't know, for the other one, that they already have software, but they have like 10 software to solve 10 problem, and they are not connected together. And so in case, for the case, the use case of HR, if you have on the one side the objective of the person, the skills of the person, the annual review of the person, the feedback on another software, you cannot have a great vision of the career path or the journey of your customer. So that's why we were like, okay, we need to find a way to do the all-in-one SaaS, because that's the value finally, to have it all these features on the same platform. So it was not like we want to build all in one. It was like the product need to be all in one to reach its value. So how can we do this? And that's where our approach of development come with the prototyping thing, because we need to speed up like 10 times the development process. Because
Yeah.
if you want to create a module from scratch, that's what and I remember very well. We were at the same table, me, Jeremy, Raphael, and I, saying, "Okay, how can we speed up 10 times?" And the thing was this kind of prototyping. We were building minimum or MVP maybe, MVP that client can use and that Raphael can sell. And what we managed to do is to create this MVP in 2 weeks. So it means that every product, like objective things or give feedback to your maybe you already used stuff like or tools like Lattice or stuff like that. That's one of their main feature. We have made it in 2 weeks, and it means that you can prototype or innovate really quickly with the low code platform, but also with the AI that can help code, with the AWS infrastructure as well, stuff like this. So today we have two squads in Zola. The first one is innovation. They create MVP in 2 weeks. Or maybe no, it's 1 month because it goes a little bit slower. And the other one is the core squad that continuously improve our core module or core feature module exactly. But yes, there is really two step like this, or two squad that innovate and improve.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. So you have, most of the team, I think, is developers, and
Yes.
you kind of empower them to innovate and really be accountable for how Zola is expanding.
Exactly, half of the HR cost of Zola is tech things.
Mm,
So yes, developer, but even low coder, because in the innovation team, the goal is not to code like perfectly with a very strong security and thing like this. This is to ship feature,
mm.
try to sell it. If it sells, it goes to the core team that will really make it strong and publish it. So yes, and this have another impact. The all-in-one things is that, and yes, I cannot give you the number exactly, but very high percentage of Zola growth come from upsell. We are selling a product to our client. They subscribe for 5 years, and every 6 months they see, oh, you have a new core module, and I have this issue that on this new HR process I want to settle. Okay, I will buy your product. And I won't go in the market saying, okay, guys, I want to buy a feedback tool because Zola have it. So we are grabbing a lot of value of our customer, and it means that we need to spend less in acquisition.
Amazing. All right. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. That's pretty great. I wanted to ask you about the team, because, you're in HR space, so maybe that's a kind of a logical question. But what's your strategy with the team at Zola,
Ah,
and how do you build your empowered team? What qualities you're looking for, and how do you maintain that culture as you scale?
that's a tough question. I understand. I think that's my challenge of the year of 2025 and 2026. So what we are doing today is to bring the vision and the value we are adding to the world or to our clients in front of every Zola employee. Mean that every day we are telling them we are doing this because the impact is that uh, people are proud to work. It is important. I give you an example. We are working today on our objective module, meaning that you can set objective to an employee, evaluate it exactly, something. And we are telling them this is very important objective because see the chain when you set objective, after you evaluate it, after you will have promotion, a new job, thanks to achieving your objective, you will have a better wage or salary because you achieved your objective. And if you have if you grow your salary, you will be more engaged in the company. So you will have new objective and that's I think the first point is bringing explaining to everyone why we are doing this and explaining when we are working on a feature that this feature is important in for all the product and all the value uh, in the company. So to do this, we've done a lot of presentation stuff like this, like other startup seminar in French. You said seminar. It means that we go in somewhere in France and spend 3 days speaking about vision stuff like this.
Hmm. Company retreat.
Yes, company retreat. Yes.
Awesome. All right. So that sounds like, you are engaging everybody and keeping everybody close to the goal, and the vision of the company. How many are you?
Almost 20.
Almost 20. Okay, right, you told me. Awesome. Okay, well, I have a couple more questions. It seems like you know what you're doing. You have this, like, fundamental idea of what Zola is. But so far, was there the biggest win and the biggest failure that kind of shaped your way, or changed your vision of the company somehow?
So for the maybe I can begin with the start with the failure. Back in 2021, oh no, maybe I was speaking about MVP prototyping, and then you sell it, and then it works, and everything is great. But back in 2021, we were like three at the table, no money, or maybe 10K in the bank account. We were thinking, okay, this product, this is the good one. So the MVP was sold to two or three companies. We were thinking, okay, this is the beginning of the product market fit. Let's stop the process, and let's don't respect our process and do a strong product that will be sold exactly. So we invested 3 to 4 months of Jeremy and other engineer, but the sales didn't follow at all. So we weren't getting traction, and we even have to pause the development completely. So we lost like 3 to 4 months on this not MVP, but real product. And that was the hard lesson for us. We were thinking that we had enough traction, but it was not the case. And yeah, so that was the biggest failure is that not respect our proper process. The win, I think I can share with you one magical moment of every, and I wish every SaaS founder to reach, is that the moment you really feel that you grab this product market fit. And it was like in 1 month. It was the fifth or sixth product or six MVP we were building. And the first that really took off, it was like in 1 month, we made 1 year of turnover. And this moment is really, I think this is the win. This is a real win because when you are like following your process, like MVPs, try to sell it, it's all black around. Like you don't know if you will make it happen. And the day yes, this is a magical moment, and it was really good. And after we realized with Raphael that we are ready for the next step, means industrialization, building a sales team, scaling with more confidence, stuff like that. So yeah,
Okay.
it's not really a win, I know, but this is the when you ask me the win. It was the moment I want, the happy moment I wanted to share because it was a really and it also shaped our relationship with Raphael, because when you are always in the ground,
Mhm.
failure, this is great to think about win and to think about the happy moment as well. And maybe another win is my relationship with Raphael. And I'm not sure we are speaking about this enough in podcast, because one of the main thing in founding a company, a SaaS or everything, this is the co-founder relationship. Because if it doesn't go well, company will not even survive. So we've been friends since childhood, and I think starting a business with a close friend can be a bit risky. You hear a lot of bad story, but I think this is one of the greatest strengths of Zola. Of course, we are different, and of course, sometimes we disagree, but that's healthy. That's because we can say to each other what we think, and that's one of the point. That's another big win, I think.
Yeah, yeah, both are great wins. Honestly, I mean, reaching product market fit, I mean, a lot of founders, like you said, a lot of founders are dreaming about that kind of win. So, that's a great one. How long did it take from launch to get there?
1 year.
Okay. All right. And that's
1 year, or maybe 14 months, I think, stuff like that. So
okay.
it was a bit long for us because when in France you have 2 years to start your company. So it means that the grants I was speaking about just before, this is 2 years. So
Mm,
if you, at the end of the 2 years, you cannot pay yourself, thanks to the company you are building, uh, it's dead.
okay.
So after 1 year, you need to do like growth, because if you don't,
Yeah.
you won't have the time to have enough growth to pay yourself. So that was I think that was the last thing, the last moment we can have this. We would have this win moment.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, amazing. And yeah, the last question is always about a hack. So you said you didn't have a hack for the sales process, but maybe you have something else that founders would appreciate.
Yes, you sent me this question, and I've spent a long time looking for a hack. And with Rafael, imagine we were like three at the table, scrolling LinkedIn. As me, everyone saying, "Yes, I have a hack. I made 10K in 1 minute. Very good." I'm sorry. I don't think we found that hack, that kind of hack with Rafael, but I can share you the secret sauce we used. I've already shared with you the first one. This is prototyping fast.
Mhm.
That made our company 4 years ago. That was the thing. Prototyping fast, not being too regarding with the quality of the MVP, but make this MVP, make the end user feel the value thanks to the MVP. That's the point. Um, the second one, the secret sauce I think we have, and that's one of our quality of the kind of couple we have with Raphael, is that we agree with to decide fast. I have an example because right now we are on many entrepreneur circle and stuff like this, and networking group, and we meet I don't know, every month, uh, some new entrepreneur that are just starting, and they always said, "I just need a few more days to finalize my offer, and then I will send it to this list." Mate, no, send it now. Like, do it right now, because you won't lost a prospect, you won't break a conversation or a relationship with someone because you are too transparent. Just say, I'm trying something new. Here is what I'm trying, and what do you think about it? And that's enough. You don't need to have a 20-slide presentation with a designer doing things on it. I don't know. Just send an email with a clear vision of what you're doing, and that's enough. And you will see if people react to it, how they react, stuff like this. So that's, I think, our secret sauce. It means that don't mind about what can people think or stuff like this. Just do it.
That's a great
You-
one.
I
Thank
know
you
it's
so
not a
much.
real hack, but I've done my best.
No, no, it's great. I think, yeah, overthinking is a big problem, and I completely support you. Like, if I want to do something, if I want to experiment, and maybe it's not the best marketing strategy out there, but if you want to try something, if you want to tell people, okay, this is what we're working on, or what do you think about this? Just do it. And if it's a fail, then yeah, people will forget in like 40 minutes because LinkedIn is very forgiving. But yeah,
Exactly.
awesome. Well, it's been great talking to you. I'm really happy that we finally did it. Yeah, happy to see what you guys are working on, and maybe do it again sometime.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely, anytime. And take care.